And again, welcome to session 3. I'd like to introduce our panel. Starting from my far left, we'll first be hearing from Ernesta Ballard, Senior Vice President from Weyerhaeuser. She's going to be talking about capturing carbon via sustainable forest management and forest products usage. Then we'll be hearing from Preston Chiaro, CEO of Energy Products Group Rio Tinto, talking about industrial carbon capture and storage projects. So they'll be talking about business solutions and policy opportunities. Then I'd like to introduce Toby Jansen-Smith, Senior Director of Conservation International, a global NGO which works very closely with business. He's going to be talking about, or giving us an NGO perspective. And then we will have great timing, a government perspective from Professor Emil Selim. He is head of the Indonesian delegation at this COP and is also an advisor to the President. We'll then have a short question and answer session, and finally we'll be having our policy reviewer will be Ian Elmsley, Group Advisor Anglo-American on the far right, and he's chair of the ICC UK Committee on Environment and Energy. So first, a bit of context. The fourth assessment report had some interesting things to say about natural carbon sinks. It said that 15 to 20% of global CO2 emissions were caused by land use change, primarily deforestation for agriculture. But the same report also went on to say forestry could make very significant contributions to low-cost mitigation options that also provided excellent synergy with adaptation and sustainable development, but also mitigation options such as carbon stored and harvested wood products, product substitution and bioenergy. Sustainable forest management, I think, is the opportunity here. It's how we balance economic, social and environmental values and deliver goods and services to meet the needs today, but also without jeopardising future generations. And sustainably managed forests can deliver products, bioenergy, sustainable livelihoods, but also essential ecosystem services. So with that, let's hear from Ernesta Ballard.
Thank you, James. I'd like to open by complimenting the hotel staff on a wonderful lunch, and particularly on the chocolate delicacy that was on the dessert tray. And shame on you if you didn't try it. It was really outstanding. I have the easiest job on this panel, I think, because I get to talk about an amazing technology. It's a technology for large-scale carbon capture and storage. It's a real solution that already delivers ambitious mitigation. This technology is able to capture and store billions of tons of carbon without adverse environmental effect. The technology is proven and it's simple. It involves ultraviolet, visible radiation, and molecular reaction. Chemists know it as 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O plus energy. The rest of us know it as photosynthesis. For the forest products industry, photosynthesis is the core of everything that we do. It's the ultimate green power. Through photosynthesis and the use of trees, society can create a response to climate change that is achievable and sustainable. The numbers tell the story. For each ton of wood produced by a tree, 1.5 tons of carbon dioxide is removed from the atmosphere. But that's just the beginning. When you make something from a tree, the carbon that is sequestered in forests and in the forest products themselves largely offsets the carbon that is produced by the manufacturing process. Each year, over 100 billion tons of atmospheric carbon dioxide are stored in long-lived wood products. Whether it's a basic piece of building lumber or an engineered decorative panel for your living room, products from sustainably managed forests hold the answer. Listen to the IPCC. I know that James has already referred to this, but I'm going to read it again in their fourth assessment, writing about managed forests. In the long term, a sustainable forest management strategy aimed at manufacturing or increasing forest carbon stocks while producing An annual sustained yield of timber, fiber, or energy from the forest will generate the largest sustained mitigation benefit. We've been asked on this panel to advocate practical and useful policy options that will help scale up our solution. Well, here are my recommendations for ensuring that managed forests are part of the global solution. First, protect the economic value of the tree. If there is value in the tree, new forests will be planted. Wood is good. Environmentally, wood is better than most product substitutes. Promote and use forest products. Second, create strong incentives for third-party forest certification. Third-party certification systems are available to assure sustainable forestry management standards. Only sustainable harvesting and replanting earn our industry a place in the 21st century. 90% of the world's forests are not now protected by any certification system at all. Conservation set-asides protect some. The rest are vulnerable. Third, demand mutual recognition among different certification systems. Through certification, forest health is protected and forest biodiversity is maintained. The world does not need a single certification system, but the world does need worldwide verification of good management. 4, reduce financial risk. A managed forest is a high-tech forest. Every aspect, from selective breeding to the conventionally cloned seed to fertilization to modern harvesting technology, is based on decades of scientific research and development. Market deployment of forest technology takes time. Policy frameworks must support financial rewards for investment in managed forests. 5, give credit where credit is due.